gentlemen, welcome to the Pop Art Hunter channel. Today we've got an unboxing. This is a new cell to add to my collection. It's from a show that I do have recently a piece or two from, or three, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, it's a Don Bluth classic, and hopefully you enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, let's get her opened up. Looks like a job with a handy-dandy knife. Let's go ahead and slice this open on the sides here. Yeah, you know, I'm slowly expanding my collection beyond what I would like as my capacity. I mean, well, I guess I would like more capacity, period. I mean, give me a couple warehouses and I can store all this stuff. But, you know, I'm getting to the point where, you know, I'm running out of display space, and I really don't want to start storing things so that nobody else can ever see them and I won't be able to see them myself. So I'm going to have to start making some decisions on which pieces I want to keep, maybe get rid of some, kind of trade some out and continue to grow and expand and make the collection better and better as I go along. But we've got bubble wrap, which is okay. But then you got the packing peanuts. I'm not a packing peanut sort of guy. I appreciate when these sellers use them because it does protect the piece, but I really hate opening them because they tend to like get everywhere, and you know, then I gotta. These are better. These peanuts are better than some of the other ones that sort of like get shredded and they get just little pieces everywhere. Like the styrofoam that you get in like you know, particle board furniture, like cheap furniture like that. Remember, you know, old apartments getting that stuff, and the styrofoam in there, it's like these little bitty beads that are kind of formed together into these sheets. And man, that stuff just kind of like, it's almost like glitter. I don't like glitter because it gets everywhere. Same thing with that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, we always have to talk about the packaging. It's an important element of the process. Okay, well, if I can find out where these are put together here, I can open them. Let's go ahead and slice a little bit here. Yeah, okay. Should be good. And we might be able to slide this out. Nope, looks like it's connected over here. There we go. Okay. Now we've got a couple more pieces of tape here along the edges. These I'm just going to rip off so that I don't accidentally damage or slice the cell itself. Let's go ahead and open this up. Pretty well packaged, so I'm pretty confident it's not going to be damaged, or at least too much. Yeah, okay, so let's take a look here. Oh, there we go. Look at this. So this is Anne-Marie and Itchy from All Dogs Go to Heaven. I had to think for a second. I was going to say from Don Bluth, but then I didn't know from was the right preposition. Anyway, never mind. So this is, again, Anne-Marie and Itchy from All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's from Don Bluth Studios. And I have the another piece from All Dogs Go to Heaven I just recently had. And I can't remember the stamp that's on there specifically. But I believe that there were, you know, two studios involved. And when the final production cells, you know, were completed, the movie was completed, they kind of split them up between the two. So this is actually a different stamp than the one I have on the other piece. So this is from, it says Don Bluth Gallery, Animation Gallery. And the other piece, I can't remember off the top of my head, but that is from a different studio. So I'm actually going to look at this. With all of my pieces, I will typically frame them myself so that they're consistent. You know, I do some of the framing. So I'm actually going to open this up and see more about it. What the condition's like, if the cell is cut at all, or if it's fully intact with the peg holes, if it is more than one cell or just a single cell. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oh yeah, so everything looks intact, looks in great shape, good quality. I'm just going to lift this up with the side of my thumb here and just press on the little slip there. So yeah, that looks good. So it is a single piece. It is one cell with the paint on the side there. Yeah, so you can see the back there. All right. Yeah, I really like this cell. I think that it's just put this back temporarily because I will eventually frame this. But what I like about this one as opposed to the other one I have, the other cell that I have is on 16 field, where this is a 12. And on that 16 field cell, it's actually a pretty small figure, much smaller than this. So this on a 12 field makes it seem like it's just huge figures. And the other, I would say Anne-Marie is probably about that big, with Charlie maybe about that big. I'm just guesstimating. And so this one just seems substantially larger. And it's centered within there. It's just a nice quality cell. I like having this other stamp on here. It gives me variety in my collection, even as far as like authenticity and showing different variations of how those things exist. So yeah, pretty cool. And I think this will go nicely with the character model of Anne-Marie and Itchy. And I actually might, though I like that other cell with Anne-Marie and Charlie seems to be more of a main character, but I'm a comic relief kind of guy. The fact that I have Anne-Marie and Itchy, this might be something I could put right in the center of the two of them. And so I could have like Anne-Marie on top, Itchy on the bottom, and then this in the center, kind of pulling those two characters together. So yeah, pretty cool piece. Glad to have it in my collection, and can't wait to keep expanding and growing. But right now, I'm pretty happy with what I have from All Dogs Go to Heaven. I was really excited to get my first piece from All Dogs Go to Heaven a few weeks ago, and then I was able to find right after that, shortly after, a couple model sheets, and then all of a sudden, right after that, I found this cell, and so my collection of All Dogs Go to Heaven is certainly growing faster than I thought it was going to. I was just happy to get that one first piece so that I had at least one cell from one of the Don Bluth movies that I grew up with, and so once it seems as though when you find one piece, the other ones kind of come out of the woodwork, and so I'm happy to have gotten these. I don't know that I really need any more pieces from this movie right now, unless I see one that's from I just, a scene that I remember loving, or I've just got to have it because of the way it's laid out. This isn't for me like, a Ren and Stimpy where I just sort of like buy it because it exists, because I like that show overall. I love All Dogs Go to Heaven, but it's not something that I need to have a cell from every scene or something like that, or that the artwork is that, dynamic or interesting from one scene to the other. They tend to be roughly about the same as far as the characters. It's just a matter of how big they are in the cell or which characters are within them. So, so I'm happy with the collection I have right now with All Dogs Go to Heaven. And actually, if I had to rank them, I think I almost like the character model sheets that I got a little bit better than this cell, and then this cell a little bit better than that first cell that I got. And this one mainly just because it's a little bit bigger and more centered than that first cell. But overall, I'm pleased with adding this to my collection, and hopefully you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, and all those sorts of things. And we will see you next time right here on the Pop Art 100 channel.